children, how are you? Are you fine? I hope you are fine. Okay, in our previous video you watched one of the village. That village name is Penmakuru. It is located on the Krishna Delta. Okay, what was the specialty of that village? Yeah, I hope you watched the video. The specialty of that village is it has fertile soils and a good amount of water facility, and the farmers can grow either 2 or 3 crops annually, and people have various occupations, okay, and their lifestyles that we learned in that previous video. And today's our new topic, that is here one more village, that is the village name is here Dokur, and this village is on the Plateau region. Okay. This village is on the Plateau region. Now you have to know what is the specialty of this Plateau Dokur. So before that we have to know about Deccan Plateau. Our entire Telangana Plateau falls on the Deccan Plateau, and Deccan Plateau flanked on one side by the Western Ghats and one side by the Eastern Ghats. Okay. And this Deccan Plateau tilted west to east direction. West to east direction. And here to understand this, the tilt of this plateau, we have to observe the course of the rivers. The rivers that they origin in Western Ghats like the Krishna and the Godavari. They origin in Western Ghats and flow towards the east and join in the Bay of Bengal, because the plateau tilted west to east, so that the rivers also flowing west to east direction. Okay. And here compare with or unlike with the delta regions, these plateau regions are different or variation. Okay. How this plateaus regions having what hilly regions and hilly landscapes. Okay. And this plateau regions received less amount of water, means scanty water. Compare with those deltas, these plateau regions are dry regions. Agriculture is difficult and even settlement also difficult. Meaning is here agriculture and this settlement is possible in small pockets. So how the people are living in this village, because it is a very difficult terrain, so that here we have to visit a village. The village name is Dokur. Okay, let us visit the village, that is Dokur. Dokur is a village in Devarkadram Mandal, and it is from 25 kilometers away from Mahabubnagar district. And the name Dokur got the village. Actually, the Dokur name is a present name. The old name of this village is Dakur. And the word derived from the word, that is Daku, means dacoits. Meaning is here, some years back or some decades back, a dacoit group was living in this place. And they were hiding in the deep forest or dense forest, so that later it called as Dokur. Okay, this is the introduction of this village. Later we have to know about how is the climate and rainfall of this Dokur village. Generally, in summer season, the temperature is during the months of, that is February to May, 40 degrees Celsius. And winter season temperature, that is November to January, the temperature between 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. And this Dokur received the rainfall from southwest monsoons, that is end of the June to October. But this village receives very scanty rainfall. So here the agriculture is very difficult, and sometimes this village is became as a drought prone area, very difficult to cultivate the crops, and even for human beings and animals also to provide the water, it's a major problem. So what the people, mostly farmers, what they have to do in such situations, they have to search any other employment. Okay, they do not have any other sources. Later sand soils. Okay. As you know that these red sand soils contain sand and doesn't have the capacity to hold more moisture for a long time, less fertility, can't grow all types of crops. And the next type is a small amount of village has the black soils. You know very well, black soils are very fertile and can grow any crop because these black soils contain the moisture for a long time. Along with these two soils, we have chaudu soils and garsu soils also. Chaudu and garsu are actually uncultivated lands with pebbles. They are uncultivated lands compared with these two soils. Later, how to know what kind of water resources that they have? And they have tanks and ponds. Actually, this Dokur will get the water from the Pedacheru. Okay, but this Pedacheru filled when the tank of Devaragadra filled. But after filling this Pedacheru, it flows the water. It means the water flows from this Pedacheru to small tanks like Chakali Koikuntla and Vami, Bhumi, like small tanks are there near to this Pedacheru. So, the system is known as chains of tanks. And this water they are utilizing for the sake of cultivation after the monsoon because after the monsoon there is no rainfall. So, this water is useful for the cultivation after the monsoon. And later, how to know do they have any wells and bore wells? Okay. Before going to this topic, so far did you understand? Are you watching very carefully? Watch it very carefully. Yeah, how to know about wells and bore wells? The village of Dokur. How the tanks, those are here. Wells and bore wells. The wells are available in the depth of just 40 to 60 feet. The depth of 40 to 60 feet. But nowadays these wells dry up because low rainfall and there is no percolation of the water. Already I told you this area receives very scanty rainfall because it's a plateau region and the percolation also very less due to these two reasons the wells dry up. And what about bore wells? Yeah, bore wells are available. Number of bore wells the farmers that they dug. Okay. And the availability of water is 100 to 120 feet. Some areas and some areas they are receiving the water, getting water in the depth of 150 feet. And some areas the people are getting the water the depth of the 500 feet also. But digging the bore wells is very expensive and a very risky operation. So that here the farmer is telling to dig a bore well he has to spend around 1 lakh rupee. Okay. And here two more farmers they are telling about their problems while digging the bore wells. One of the farmer, I think so his name is Mugilanna, he dug 4 bore wells to cultivate his land, but out of 4 only 2 got water. And one more person he done around 20 bore wells to cultivate his land, but out of 20 only 2 got the water. So anyhow digging bore well is very risky and very highly expensive. So that here in previous they had good tanks and ponds, and here these tanks and ponds also if you have a good maintenance then only you are getting the water. Maintenance is nothing but here one of the elderly farmer is recalling that each and every family means each and every farming family one person join to remove the silt and clearing the weed plants. they hunt the fish, they catch the fish, and they were distributing among themselves. And here, by the help of these tanks, especially this Pedapalli tank, it was cultivating around 400 acres of land. See what a difference is there. So here we have to maintain this good care of these tanks and ponds we must have. Otherwise we have to depend upon the wells and bore wells. Next, how to know what type of crops that they are cultivating. Yeah, here this area people they are cultivating cash crops and food crops like paddy, groundnut, cotton, castor, okay, and bajra. These are all they are cultivating. Especially this paddy they are growing in the black soil, and cotton also it is fit for the black soil. But groundnut and the bajra they are cultivating in but red sand soils. But now groundnut cultivation has been decreases because a threat of the wild rats. So one of the land I already told you that is chowdu lands. Those are known as white fields in English. These white fields they are rarely utilizing for the cultivation of the bajra. Okay, and groundnut and some places these red grams they are cultivating in as a intermediate crops along with the other crops. So mostly paddy they are cultivating by the help of the tanks, and some area they are cultivating by the help of the borewells. Okay. So this is about crops and agriculture of the Jokur village. Later we want to know, do they have any fruit orchards? Yeah, why not? These people also have the fruit orchards like mangoes and oranges. They required less amount of water compared with the paddy, so that the farmer selected these two fruits orchards to cultivate. Later, is the land use in Dokur sustainable? Not only land, okay, even water also. Meaning is here, the environmentalist telling that we must use the land and water in a proper way, because this land and water we got from our ancestors like a sacred asset. If you are misusing, meaning is here misuse meaning is here while cultivating the crop, the farmers are utilizing various pesticides, fertilizers. So due to this what happened? The land it loses its fertility. And water also we have to use in a proper way, meaning it should not use in a over way, meaning it should not waste the water. Okay, because here now we are living and we have to think about the future generation also, meaning is this land and water should be useful for the next generation. That is known as a sustainable use of the land and water. And after that, not only agriculture, okay, do they have any other livelihoods in the village of Dokur? Yeah, why not? Some of the people they are rearing the buffaloes for one, especially for the milk. So this milk they are selling in the cooperative society, and the rate decided by the contain the fat present in that milk. 1 rupees per liter milk. The for this buffalo rearers they are getting the rupee that is 35 to 40 rupees. Okay, and here around 20 families are there. Those they have this buffalo rearing, and they are getting the annual income that is around 1 lakh rupee, and they are going for the grazing of these cattle, especially in common lands and real estate ventures, and mostly on Manenkonda hills. But in summer These cattle grazers, along with their cattle, they move towards to communal estates and other places to graze their cattle. Okay, this is the other livelihood. And next, some more other activities. Not only cattle grazing, still the people they belongs to various professionals like blacksmiths, welders, and next carpenters. Okay, different people they are living in this village. As you know that what is the work of the carpenter? He is making the doors and windows. Okay, welder is welding the tools. Okay, still this blacksmith, goldsmith. So different occupation people they are living in this village. And later markets and transportation facilities. Do they have good markets and transportation facilities in their village or not? Why not they have good markets and transportation facilities? Especially whatever the paddy that they cultivated and they are selling in Devarakandra market. Cotton they are selling in Jetcharla and this Madnapur. Actually, the village of Dogur has its own kantas. Kantas meaning is here weighing machines. But most of the people believe that they are incorrect. So that they are selling their products or cultivation goods where in other villages. And one more problem facing of these farmers, that is generally these farmers are borrowing the loans from the traders. So why they are borrowing? Yeah, to buy their inputs like seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, etc. So here, in the completion of the cultivation, the products are the whatever they produce in their lands have to sell to the traders itself because they took the loans from them. And sometimes repeated failure of the crops also it causes to the in-depth of the farmers. So this is the information about the markets and transportation facilities. Later, village and their settlements. Yeah, what is the population of this village? The population of this village around, it means the settlements are here around 570 settlements. Settlements meaning is houses. And the population is around 3400. Among them, 350 members they have their own lands. But 220 members they do not have any lands. Meaning is they have to work as a laborers in others farms. And what type of houses do they have? Earlier they had the kacha houses, meaning is made of clay and mud. But at present, this village has concrete houses, okay, and good ceiling and water facility. What type of water facility do they have? Earlier, this village people they depend upon the wells for drinking water. But now the water is supplied through the overhead tanks by the municipality. So this is the development in the and entire village is electrified. So this is the progress in this village. And next, roads and markets. Yeah, it has good markets and roads. Markets meaning is here availability of vegetable market and kiranam shops and medical shops. Everything is available here. And buses flying from Devarakadra to Dokur and Mahabubnagar to one more that is via Vanaparthi, that is from via Dokur. So this type of buses it means transport facilities that they have. And next north part of the village have the one of the railway station where Three local trains are stopped there. So, this is the information about the Dokur village. I hope you understand the variation between the Penmakuru and the Dokur village. Hope you understood. Thank you. Have a nice day. Next